quarter underway. And we welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. And we're ready to get going once more. The players having a chance to have a short break and get some rest themselves and get refueled and hydrated with some Gatorade. More terrific basketball in store for us tonight. You gotta like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
And the defense was soft in that first half, and he took advantage every chance he could. And boy, was he throwing it down hard.
Yes, sir. He has had too many uncontested runs to the hoop. But even if a defender's gotten there, it's been posterized time.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. You gotta like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
Toronto calls timeout. Raptors leading by 4. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Green is out there with Iguodala. And it's Barnes in at the 3. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risks to see if they can cut that lead down. You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Curry. That one a little long.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Screen by Scola. Lowry with the ball. Picked up by Thompson.
It has not been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4.
Count that one.
Back-to-back threes for him. The defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that 3 or she'll give up points in a hurry.
Now here's Lowry. Ross kicks to Valanciunas. Down low. Here's Scola. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Yeah, just frustrated by their lack of production offensively, and I can't blame them. I mean, they're getting the looks, but the shots just aren't falling.
Yeah, and the slump that they're having shooting the ball can take its toll on you if you're not mentally strong. So I like this time out here to try to get those guys reset and refocused.
Different look here for the Warriors. Ezeli's checked in for Green. Spates comes in for Andre Iguodala. Brandon Rush is checked in for Harrison Barnes. And Ian Clark subbed in for Thompson. And Toronto will go for a different look here. Rambo, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Patterson comes in for Luis Scola. DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for Ross. And it's Joseph in for Kyle Lowry.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Raptors have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight. Both free throws good from DeRozan. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Curry kicks to Spates. Feeds to Clark. Golden State moving the ball around. The dish now to Rush. There's the pass to Spates. Knocked away. It's stolen by DeRozan. Oh, that is just nasty.
About the athleticism on that finish.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden.
And now let's take a look at the teams leading the league in assists since the All-Star break. The Warriors, #1.
Clearly, this group's on the same page offensively, and the chemistry continues to improve as well. The assist totals off the charts.
That free throw, no good. And some changes here for the Warriors. Andrew Bogut checked in for Festus Ezeli. Harrison Barnes comes in for Brandon Rush. And it's Thompson in for Ian Clark. He hits the second from the line. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Joseph, the pass to Patterson. He feeds it to Kira. No good on the three. Warriors trail by 5. Curry kicks to Bogut. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Well, you know, last season, Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but a touch awkward. The team wasn't 100% on board with the firing of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry.
Here's Patterson. It's rebounded by Golden State.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
The kick out to Spates. Curry outside. Good. Curry's got 12 in the game.
And with that three, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Greg, Steve Kerr did win over the locker room in a hurry last season. They had finished a successful run under Mark Jackson. Winning accelerates everything. They certainly bought into it.
They really did. And people don't often appreciate how difficult it is to come into a situation where expectations are that high. But he also went out of his way to empower his players and really give them some accountability. Didn't try to hide anyone on defense and played to the strengths of his team on the offensive end.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Bogut. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Warriors with some changes. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Spates. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Now, here's DeRozan. 14 points for him. 5 to shoot. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Raptors get it back.
Really good job on the inside that time. I mean, he had to work for that rebound, and he got it done.
Back to Bogut. The drive by Thompson. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. The Warriors making a switch here. Iguodala's checked in. Thompson inside the line. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. The Raptors have gone somewhat so far, 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Kicks it to DeRozan. Down low. And there's Bismack Biyombo on the assist from DeRozan. Biyombo's got his second bucket of the game to go. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Here's DeRozan. No good. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Raptors. We welcome. Back to what has been a good one here as we get into the 4th quarter. Warriors trailed by 4, setting the floor for the Raptors. They've got Jonas Valanciunas. Terrence Ross is out there with Scola. Then there's Lowry, and it's Powell in the shooting guard position. Iguodala dishes to Rush. Here's Thompson, and that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Curry's checked in for Ian Clark. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Raptors.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
And I also love the way they move the basketball. Their passing has been outstanding here in the second half.
Lowry passes to Valanciunas. Lock at 6. Scola, no luck.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be, he's not making that one.
And Green gets it to go.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Thompson for 3. The long distance 3 is buried. And it's a 5-point Warrior lead. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points. All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points are starting to add up in a hurry, especially when you're giving up those looks from deep. Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And he gets it to go.
This defense is giving their shooters free rein to operate from beyond the arc.
And when you allow shooters to get in a rhythm, then you're going to have problems because they can hit it even when you start to defend it with intensity.
And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Took the safe route there. Wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble on that one.
Nope. Up and in with one hand, the most basic finish possible.
But he still makes it look good.
Back to Thompson. Second chance shot. Right through the cylinder that time. All net. Thompson's got 11 points here in just the second half. Passes to Ross. From deep. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary.